Lee here. It's assembly number 32 and it's the week beginning the 12th of June 2023. How are you? Are you okay? I hope so. Me? Oh, thanks for asking. And to all those people that say hello to me when they come in through the school gates every morning, that makes me feel so happy. Does it make you feel happy when I say hello to you? I thought so. Right. Should we do our routine? Yeah? Okay, come with me. What's the time, Mr. Wall? Well, I can see the long hand, which is called the minute hand, is on the number 6. And I know that that means that's right, past. And I can see the short hand, that's the hour hand, is pointing towards the middle between 9 and 10. It doesn't actually go in there, it just points towards. Now, between 9 and 10, I know that means, that's right, it's 9:30. What else have we got on our routine board? Well, we're still in the month of June, so Mrs. Turner has done a lovely display. You ready to see? 3, 2, 1. Did you see? It's all about Romania, isn't it? Now we've got a few books on our display and I know that some of you would love to come and read those. If you have any more at home, please don't hesitate to bring them in. We will look after them. So, to say in Romanian hello, there's two different ways. There is the easy way of saying salut. Do you want to do that? Salut. Or there's a bit more of a tricky way of saying bună ziua, bună ziua, bună ziua. Do you want to try that one? Bună ziua. The Makaton sign has changed. This is the sign that we've had before. In fact, we look at it every year about this sort of time. It says father, dad. You put your hands together like this with two fingers out so the others are curled up in your palms and you tap twice. Can you do it? And that means father or dad, daddy. Now, in your life, you may have a father, you may have a dad, or you may not. You may have a father or a dad that lives with you, or you may not. You may have somebody else who is like a father or a dad to you, a stepdad or maybe an uncle or maybe a friend of the family, somebody who you maybe look up to, respect. Maybe that person does lots of different things for you. Now, when Mrs. Lee was a little girl, her father, her daddy, didn't live with her. He was travelling around the world because of his job. And that might be like your daddy. Your daddy might not be in the house with you all the time because he is travelling around. It might be that your daddy is no longer here with us, which is very sad, but it does happen. And Mrs. Lee's daddy wasn't around, so Mrs. Lee's granddad, got a book on our display about grandpas and granddads, he was the person who did lots and lots of things with Mrs. Lee that my mummy couldn't do. Now, I've got lots and lots of books down here about my dad is brilliant, super dad, The Trouble with Dad. This one's all about a dad that's very, very busy. We've also got stories about where there may be two daddies that live in the house with the children. Maybe two mummies that live in the house with the children. Like I said, granddads that help out a lot. This one's a really nice book. It's about a shark, but actually it's about a shark who's a friend, and he is a bloke shark, a male shark, and he helps out with the family. And this one here is about dads who maybe can't be at home for lots of different reasons, and they're not allowed to be at home. So lots and lots of different books. And the book that I would like to read today is not really about a dad, it's about a friend. It's about a friendship. It's called Willy and Hugh, and I've read it before. It's a really lovely, lovely story. It's by Anthony Browne. We've read some of his books before. On the back, it says, Willy hasn't got any friends. No one lets him join in with their games. He is lonely. Until the day he bumps into Hugh Jape in the park. Willy and Hugh are very different, but they make a great team. And that's really important, children, isn't it? Because of, just like I was just saying then, lots of things are different. Lots of people have different families, lots of people look different, lots of people have different things going on in their lives. So maybe your grown-ups don't live together, maybe they live apart. Maybe in your house there's lots of people, but they're not all your family. Maybe there are lots of people that are staying with you because they're friends. I don't know, so many different families now, and that is a good thing. So I'm going to tell you this story about Willy and Hugh. Are you listening? Show me your good listening ears. Willy is lonely. Everyone seemed to have friends except Willy. See all the friends outside. No one let him join in any games. They said he was useless. Good thing or not a good thing? One day, Willy was walking in the park, minding his own business, and Hugh Jape was running, and they met. Bit of a bump there. Oh, I'm so sorry, said Hugh. Willy was amazed. But I'm sorry, he said. I wasn't watching where I was going. No, it was my fault, said Hugh. I wasn't looking where I was going. I'm sorry. Hugh helped Willy to his feet. Oh, it's nice, isn't it, to say sorry. Sometimes when we do things accidentally, by saying the word sorry, can hopefully make it better. In this case, it's made two friends. They sat down on a bench and they watched the joggers. Looks like they're really enjoying themselves, said Hugh, and Willy laughed. Buster Nose appeared. I've been looking for you, little wimp, he sneered. I think he's talking to Willy. Hugh stood up. Can I be of any help, he asked, and Buster left very quickly. I don't think I like the sound of Buster. Do we need any Busters in our school? No, thank you. So Willy and Hugh decided to go to the zoo. This is what I love about Anthony Browne's books. He turns things around, doesn't he? That's a very strange zoo to go to with people sitting in the cage. Humans in there. Then they went to the library. We went to the library, didn't we, last week? And Willy read to Hugh. Oh, I think he's maybe reading him a funny book. It's making some of the older people a bit grumpy in the library. Because you have to be quiet, a bit like when we were in our research centre. As they were leaving the library, Hugh stopped suddenly. Oh my gosh, look at his face. What's that telling you? He looks a bit scared, doesn't he? He'd seen a terrifying creature. Whoa, it's a spider. Can I be of any help? Asked Willy, and he carefully moved the spider out the way. Gosh, he's like Mrs. Hayhoe. Mrs. Hayhoe in the office, she can pick up spiders. She's very brave, whereas Mrs. Lee doesn't like them. Willy felt quite pleased with himself. Shall we meet up tomorrow? Asked Hugh. Oh, yes, that would be great, said Willy. And it was. Oh, look, I decided to dress the same. See? Now, it doesn't have to be a daddy. Remember the sign? It doesn't have to be a daddy or a granddad. It could just be that your older brother or your uncle or maybe a friend of the family is somebody who looks out for you and you have a good time with. But on June the 21st, which is this week coming on a Sunday, there is a special day called Father's Day. Now, it's not a Christian festival, so the church, And we went to the church, didn't we? All Saints Church, and we went to Trinity Church. They might not do anything about Father's Day because it's not a Christian festival. But you may see in the shops lots of cards and things to buy for dads if you want to. And maybe you haven't got a dad to send anything to, but maybe there's a friend who you could send something to. Oh, I'm thinking about sending things into school. Don't know if you've seen down here, yeah, our tombola jars. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got a tiny one here. I've got a large one here. And I've got lots in between. Some are full of, yes, and some are full of toys. Lots of different ideas coming in. Now, do you remember we've got a competition with those junior children? So at the moment, do you think we've got enough? No, we need lots more. So I'm hoping that you're going to help us by making those. Lots of things to do at the moment. We're looking forward to our fete, which is at the end of June, actually on the 30th of June. And we would like everybody in our school to get involved. So by making a tombola jar, that's a great start, or bringing in some soft toys. Now you might be bringing other things in because the weather is getting very warm. You might be donning your sunglasses, you may be putting on your cap, all right, and you may be at home putting on some sun cream. Can't see very well, I'm going to take those off. Now if you do take them off, you need to put them somewhere safe, and really they should have your name on them. And the sun cream needs to stay at home, but you put it on at home, and you put lots of it on, children, especially on your ears, if you've got short hair, on the backs of your necks, all right, and on your arms, on your nose. Make sure you're putting on that sun cream, please. And then please remember to drink water. Now, if you finish all your water, like Mrs. Lee, nearly getting to the end of my water bottle, you can fill it up in school, all right? But it has to have water in it. Please bring fresh water. It looks after your teeth, and it also means if somebody accidentally drinks your drink, and that can happen, and it has happened, then they will just drink water. Nothing will be in there that might make somebody else poorly, and we don't want that to happen, do we? So, water, sun cream, sunglasses if you want, sun hats are a must. Please make sure you've got those in school. Please bring in the tombola jars if you can, and if you want to make something for somebody who helps you in your home, maybe your father, maybe your daddy, maybe an uncle, maybe a granddad, maybe a special friend of the family, then don't forget, on Friday it's Sunday it's Father's Day. Right, lots and lots of things to remember. Gosh, got my lanyard on. I remembered that I must have my blue lanyard on when I'm in school. And school prayer, must remember the school prayer. Are you ready? You can close your eyes, you can put your hands together, I don't mind. But I do need you to join in the words with me. Not going quicker than me, not going slower than me, with me. Help me to do the things I should, to be to others kind and good. In all my work and all my play, to grow more loving every day. Amen. Maybe you too could grow up to be like Hugh. What a good friend he is. And Willy as well. Don't forget, our 7 golden rules are here to keep our school, that's right, happy and safe. Have a lovely week, children. Bye.